Right, I'll take you on a little trip. It's got a train coming past at the moment down the siding. That over there, that goes down to the BMW Mini plant. That way is where Sanford Lock is, and that way is back into town. You can't really see, but the river does go round there. And then my little bit, you'll see as I come back round and under the bridge. And then I've got the footbridge obviously now to my right. This is my back entrance, so to speak. So there's a footbridge there, look. Well, this needs a bit of work. The bank's eroded here quite badly. I can actually do this myself. I don't actually have to wait for the Environment Agency, but the water is very shallow here. And also what I'll do is I'll sort all the fencing and stuff out as well here. You can actually get in and out. It's actually fairly wide. You know, it's wide enough to lead a couple of horses through. Well, once the bank's sorted out. Yeah, this is the so this is all like the scrub and stuff. People have been getting in, I presume, to fish, to camp and to doss about down here. Because people have trouts through. I've done a little bit of cutting of the weeds, the triffids. But yeah, people have walked through and obviously got access. Not all the way, because a few weeks ago you couldn't actually walk through, and I've chopped it back quite significantly. You kind of have to meander and wander around and zigzag and go back on yourself. Where people are beating their way through, which I don't really mind at the moment, because it makes it a little bit more awkward to walk through. See, there's the train track over there to my left, and as I walk up I'll always have the river on my right. Excuse me if I'm puffing and panting. I'm trying to talk while walking through this, which is not easy. You get the occasional boggy bit you tend to sink into. So I've got to cut back towards the railway track here. I can walk along the river, but I just wanted to show this bit as well. And I'll probably have to cut back on myself again, so because it is all over the shop. I did cut a channel over by the fence over there, but it only comes down about halfway at the moment. God, that took me about best part of half a day to do that. And up there where the trees are, there, that's where the entrance is. Well, I say the other back entrance, that's the one that goes over the train track, which I'll show you in a second once I get there. So it's beautiful places to fish down here, this being one of them. You can see that, the footbridge down there. And you come back past here, you see you got the bit of that's Hinksey stream. I'll lift the camera right up so you can see. But yeah, it's quite stunning, especially in summer. It's a bit of a shame about the overhead cables, but hey, you can't have everything, unfortunately. There's always some kind of a compromise. So I'll walk back to the train track now. This bit is the narrowest. It opens right out once you get up to where the trees are. I call it the clearing, even though there's a load of trees, but it's kind of like a circle in a way, which I quite like. It kind of gives it an oldie worldy, almost like Game of Thrones style meeting place sort of feel to it. Yeah, this is the bit that I cleared, which goes quite way back. I got to that bush down there, that one, and gave up. Well, there's more important things to do. I mean, you can walk through here now anyway, as you can see, because I've just done it, and so I kind of like it. It's a bit confusing. What I'll do is I'll walk up here and I'll go through the clearing. I think it's best to take a zigzag again, because the trees and stuff are in the way. I'm trying to sort all this out at the moment. These trees up here in the circle, some of them kind of hinder your access through. I mean, there's another bit there, I didn't do that, someone beat that down. But I can't quite get through if I go that way. So I have to go back to like the river, walk through the swamp, and then come in at the bottom of the circle, as we've come to call it. Yeah, look, I've had to cut a few branches and stuff to get through because it's pretty wild, this bit. But hey, it's getting there now. So we're going to actually do something with this. I've got to cut all that back, but all this was completely overgrown. So you got a few bits through now. Some of these trees are falling down anyway. They can't be saved, unfortunately. We've sawn off dangerous bits. There's my entrance from the track. So you look immediately back, the river's just over there. And then this part, this is like this, if I turn immediately left, I say there's all logs and things that we've been chopping. This takes you through into a clearing. Oh, I took a picture of this a little while ago. So it comes through into this bit. A few clusters of trees again. A river over there. You walk through. Walk a little bit quicker, probably be. Yeah, this comes out like one of the hay meadows. There is another hay meadow. When I walked from the bridge, if I went under the bridge, you got the other bits, the other side of the track. But they're nothing to do with me. It's too open anyway. Got too much public right of way, really. Whereas this bit is really rather nice and private. I have to watch my foot in here because it's a bit boggy. The Environment Agency come through with tracked vehicles and things to do various work on the channel over there, Hinksey stream, and also the little one that's just up here. You see those two trees there? That's kind of like what I call the start of the wooded area. And there's a river that runs across that cuts this land in two. And they've widened this bit. There's a railway bridge just over that bit up there, the white part, which I will walk up to. So unfortunately a lot of this does flood. It does bank up slightly towards the track, and also back there in the clearing it's a bit higher. I think I have to be pretty biblical to flood quite to that extent. And they do tend to, when they dredge this area, they tend to dump all the soil on our banks, which has kind of built up a bit here, which is kind of nice. Certainly not complaining. You see those fuzzy bits over there? That's like the line of the river with the trees. So yeah, it's fairly wide here. Certainly plenty of space. Trains don't really cause too much bother. I mean, the track's only just over there, but it's not noisy. I might have to plant some of those, what do you call those great big tall trees? I always forget. The ones you always seem to see outside older people's houses and people moan about them because they grow stupidly quickly. Great big tall like firs. They're not Douglas firs. I think they're Scandinavian. But yeah, they grow stupidly quick and tend to be a really good sound barrier, which shouldn't be too much of an issue for us here. Alright, we're coming up to, ooh, I've watched my footing. Coming up to the bridge in a bit. They've just passed this little platform up here, which I gather is like a load of signalling switch gear. Gets a bit more overgrown, I ain't quite cut back this far this way either. Been doing it, concentrating along the bank a bit too much. But hey, it's good for fishing. It means that a few people can come down here and can have a few, well, maybe even a few matches between friends. I know plenty of people still from when I had the shop. It'd be quite interesting to actually do a few things again. hey ho, might even resurrect RS Bates. Blimey, I never thought I'd say that. I've still got the stuff. I think I've still got all the files and things. Pretty certain I have on a backup hard drive. I know that there's quite a bit on the one that's in my computer at the moment, and I'm sure that I've got a separate one that I kept in a caddy. Still got a label printer, so yeah, still got the know-how and the knowledge. That'll certainly be interesting. Yeah, it's a bit crazy and random. You say you've got a few more trees and things in this boggy bit. I'll walk back towards the track because I can know that I can get to the bridge quite easy from here. And what I might do is I might split this video into two. And what I'll do is I'll climb over from the other side and I'll show the wooded part and how you get through. It's a bit crazy because you've got two bodies of water that cut through over here. This being number one, and there's a wider channel where the footbridge is, which I've taken pictures of. As you can see, look, it's taken me over 10 minutes to walk from one end to the other. I've been walking pretty quickly, so it kind of gives you an idea of the scale of this place, and I'm not even covered over there yet. Yeah, hey ho, here's the bridge, and here's a train. How exciting. So they're not particularly noisy, you should still be able to hear me quite clearly. This is the bridge. So that goes through Kennington. They've improved this drastically. I do have a few pictures of it, and that's where it flows out. Just there is Hinksey stream, and this is like the little bit, I can't remember what they call this now, but this goes through to like cold water station or something they call it, around the back of the park and ride. But anyhow, I shall get over there at some point and continue the little video. So yeah, this just shows, just to show what this bit's like. I am intending to cut back the scrub, for want of a better word, and clear all these banks. I've done quite a few, well, quite a lot of the banked area, so you can actually access it and fish. I'll take a little wander down here so you can see. It's not particularly wide. I think you're going to have to bridge this at some point. So it's only about 5 metres. It's fairly deep here, but it's quite easy to concrete pile this and put another bridge in. A few steels. So it goes pretty shallow. You can actually see the bottom there, look, in the middle, which is a bit, I thought they were supposed to do all this. Well, do this, Environment Agency, I mean. And they got further work. They might have given up for a while because it's probably not going to be the nicest weather in the world. So yeah, this is the corner. I'm going to say you got the bridge over there. I'm not sure if I can zoom in on that. It'd probably be horrible because it's digital. But yeah, that's the ring road, by the way. And then this whole bit, crazy bit, is the woodland. Right, I shall at some point, as I say, I shall climb over this bit, and probably over by the bridge, and go back on myself and head back towards that way.